Hello everyone, it's me, your favorite introvert. I'm back with some advice that I think everyone can use. I contemplated for a while about what topic I was going to discuss on my first real video. I finally decided on relationships and what are some of the reasons they fail or become so strained. Now this just doesn't apply to one type of relationship. This includes all types: family, friends, dating, marriages, etc. Now, you're probably going to ask yourself, how would she know why relationships fail? Au contraire, mon frère, I'm a leading expert in the field of failed relationships. I joke, but I do have a lot of knowledge when it comes to this topic. A little bit of information about my previous relationships. I have been in 2 long-term relationships. Of course, not at the same time. Neither of them were positive experiences, so what felt comfortable was actually just a toxic cycle from childhood that I was used to. I no longer have the urge to want to date anymore. I've gotten used to the peace that comes with being single. It's not that I no longer have the desire to want a loving partner, but I think I'm just too disillusioned to believe that I can find the type of relationship I could be happy and make someone else happy. I'm 100% okay with that. Being single doesn't make me sad like a lot of people think. What makes me sad sometimes though is missing the communication and physical contact. I digress. So, what qualifies me to give any advice to others? Well, I've seriously researched many things having to do with relationships and reading and listening to others with problems with their relationships. All my friends always came to me wanting advice, and so I would sit and digest all of the things people came to me wanting help with. So I decided what would be the best all-encompassing advice I could give on relationships of all kinds. So here it is, my best advice. Why are a lot of our relationships failing? Communication. 100% in how we communicate with each other. Why aren't marriages lasting? People rush to get married before they even truly know each other. They don't communicate things that are important to them. Morals, values, the future, things of that nature. Here's an example. There was a show that I watched. It was called The Divorce Insurance with Idong. I'm going to summarize so it won't be verbatim. So, spoiler alert if you haven't watched it already. I highly recommend you watch this show. So, in one of the scenes, there is this married couple standing in their kitchen having a conversation, and the husband asks her about dinner. As he starts pulling out dishes to make dinner, she tells him that her friend, male, is in town. The husband's never met him, and that she's going out to dinner with him. The husband starts putting away the dishes because he thinks they are all going out to dinner together. Yet, she drops this bombshell saying it will just be her and her friend dining alone because she wants to catch up with him and she's going to stay the night at her place afterwards. Her place? The husband's taken aback by this revelation that she never sold her old apartment when they got married. She argues that she doesn't have to tell him everything and that she is entitled to have her own things even though they're married. Can anyone out there tell me why this couple divorced? If you said communication, you get a gold star. Good job. Had they discussed these things before marriage, they could have avoided a lot of tension and bad feelings and possibly even the divorce. This is why communication is key to a healthy and happy relationship. So what is a healthy way to communicate with someone? When you're communicating with someone else, ask them how they want you to communicate with them. What I mean by that is, when you are having conversations about tough things or someone comes to you and needs to talk, or when you're the one going to someone else, it's very important to make these things clear to the other person. It will help avoid the chance of arguments or hurt feelings. Asking them things like, do you want me to respond in any way or just listen? Do you want my opinion or you just need to talk without me commenting? Do you want me to comfort you with a touch, like hold your hand or a hug? When someone is opening up, usually they are in a super vulnerable state, and miscommunication or for them to misinterpret you or your motives is the last thing you want. Giving that person the safe space they need and to feel heard during that time is imperative. When you're trying to get out some of your deepest thoughts or feelings, having someone who understands and respects your boundaries is important. Now, having said that, if you aren't communicating your boundaries, then that's on you. How will someone know how you feel unless you tell them? But if the other person isn't respecting your boundaries, that's on them. If you are allowing them to disrespect your boundaries, then you're teaching them how to treat you. And they'll continue to disregard any boundaries you have in the future because they know this isn't going to cause them a problem. Let me reiterate, no one knows how you feel until you tell them. Playing the "you better have telepathy" game is 100% on you when you lose. That's saying you better know what I'm thinking without me telling you. Example. You better know when my yes doesn't mean yes or my no doesn't mean no. If I tell you I don't want anything and you don't bring me anything, you better know you are going to be in trouble for not bringing me anything. When you are asked, "Would you like something to eat or drink?" and you answer no, then you get upset when nothing was brought for you. You are 100% at fault. No one's a mind reader. Don't expect them to be. The "you should know what I mean" mind game is a dangerous one. Why are you playing mind games in the first place? Why not just tell someone what you need and want instead of giving confusing and mixed messages? That leaves less room for error and more of a chance of you actually getting what you want and need from the other person. Communication is key to a successful relationship of any kind. Remember, relationships aren't a game, but if you treat them as such, just know that there's always a more skilled player. I'm going to wrap this up for now, and I'll be back with a part 2 to talk more about relationships and how to better communicate with each other. Please feel free to leave any comments, questions, or if you have a topic that you'd like me to do a video about in the future. I will happily read and respond to each one. If I choose your topic, I'll reference the comment and you for your suggestion in the video. This is your favorite introvert, signing off until next time.